Welcome everybody back to the Flying Doghouse. Thought it might be fun to take a flight from China Lake over to Edwards. We're going to jump back in the A-10 here and just really admire some of the scenery that we've got here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Had a new subscriber ask a question about what the scenery's like, so here we go. This is definitely a way to find out. So at any rate, hopefully this is helpful. We're going to take off here in the A-10. Let's get going. All right, so I'm sitting on the runway at China Lake. And for those of you who are still using 2020, this will give you a good indication in terms of what the ground textures look like and some of the user interface. So anyway, this is showing some information about the flight route and to our next waypoint. So at any rate, we'll not dilly-dally any further, and we'll go ahead and take off. So here we go. Back inside the cockpit. I'll put our screen off here. Zoom out a bit. A good opportunity for me to check out the tweaks that I have made to my control surfaces and controllers, and see if I've got things situated. All right, let's run them up. Off we go. Rotate. Amazing how getting your controllers appropriately configured can help out a great deal. Anyway, it's just taking some time to kind of work through some of that stuff. I can't remember which YouTuber had posted a video about being patient with the new sim. And I think that's probably pretty doggone accurate. There's some kinks that need to be worked out. Let's jump outside the airplane here. Like that animation jumping around on the nose of the plane, that's probably something that needs to get looked at some point. We're just going to make our way over to Edwards. I'm going to do some low-level stuff here too. Again, specifically for the benefit of our new sub. I had the opportunity today to check to see if any of my missing aircraft have magically reappeared, but that's pretty frustrating. particularly when two of the aircraft are KNID. Spend quite a bit of time in the Beech 17 and 18. I really enjoy flying both of those. But anyway, it's not like we don't have other fun things to try. Like this A-10, for example. So it's very nice to have airports and navigation elements appear on the compass wheel, particularly if you're outside the aircraft enjoying the view. Yeah, let's gain some altitude here and take a peek from a distance. Been trying to stay out of the marketplace. As of recording of this video, it's that Black Friday time of year, so there are some things out there available that are tempting. Jump back inside and mix it up a little bit. So for those of you who do have Flightsim 2024, I'm curious to hear about what your favorite new aircraft is. If you're so inclined, why don't you include that in the comments section below the video. I would say it's probably fair that at least the first week of the launch, I've spent most of my time again trying to get A, through the install, and then B, just trying to figure out how to get some of my older favorites over from 2020. And I mentioned this in the previous video that we did, but I'll mention it again here. Important to note that if you're using Addons Linker that's available on Flightsim.to is definitely a must-have in the sim. Well, I've got quite a few things working from 2020, and I'm in the process of kind of working through that. A couple of my old favorite pieces of freeware are working rather nicely, so I'm very pleased with that. And if you like warbirds, I'm going to recommend to you check out the Sea Fury that's available. It's a Hawker Sea Fury. It's available. It's freeware, donationware. Very cool plane. Definitely worth having a fly. Roll back on the engines here a bit. Just kind of cooking along. So for those of you who are fans of Parallel 42, I noticed they have been continuing to provide updates in terms of their product roadmap. So that will be available to us at a later date. Let's jump outside the plane here and take a look at some of this other scenery. As we make our way back over to Edwards. So another thing that might be worth checking out is planner.flightsimulator.com's interactive map. It's got some cool stuff built in it, and that will link in with your Xbox Live account. So if you're into charts and flight planning and that kind of fun stuff, then it's definitely worth a check out. I need to do a deeper dive. Easy for me to say. Need to do a deeper dive on that. But my first impression was very, very favorable. So again, that was planner.flightsimulator.com, and I'll put a link in the description below in the video. We continue to make our way over to Edwards. I'll also include a link in the description below for China Lake. It's also a freeware add-in over on Flightsim.to. Another one of Nick's creations. Alright. So we've been kind of wandering around a little bit here. That's fine. Get ourselves set up here to make our way back into Edwards. And we will be there before we know it. Yeah, generally speaking, the ground is very, very well done. There are generated buildings as well as the photogrammetry. And some of the surface water looks nicely. We're going over some of that right now. And just the coloration and the textures. Are well done. There we go. Edward's starting to come into view, so we can start backing off on our engines here. Ourselves slowed down for a nice approach. Let's see, winds are 258 at 2 knots. We'll get ourselves slowed down here. Put some speed brake out. Back on the throttles. At any rate, I hope this video has been helpful. Give you a good idea in terms of what the scenery looks like here in the high desert. And just to encourage you to give the A-10 a try, if you haven't already. Again, as I mentioned in my my earlier video on the A-10, it's not going to be the same kind of experience you would have in DCS. But fun nonetheless. All right. Get ourselves set up here for turning to base. Alright, now we can get serious about getting set up for landing. Gear coming down. And we'll start dropping some flap here in a moment. Here we go. Right into Mr. Sunshine here for our approach. Kind of gently make our way over here. Again, this is an add-on on Flightsim.to. Edwards Air Force Base that works nicely in both 2020 and 2024. And we got plenty of runway here, so we're just going to take our time. There we go. Speed brakes can come off, flaps will come up. And it seems the rudder pedals now are much better behaved. Now that I have tweaked those a bit. Which is good. Alright, we'll make our way back over here to the tarmac. And we will park where we parked the other day. We will park next to that B1. Hope you've enjoyed the video overview. Again, this was just a quick flight from China Lake over to Edwards. And download of this freeware will be put in the description in the video below. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe. Love to have you along for future videos. Hit that notification bell too, so that you'll be aware of new content as it becomes available. And starting next week, we'll be working on positioning ourselves to be able to do some updates to scenery in 2024 and get some of that stuff up and running. Alright, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope everybody's keeping well. Cheers, y'all.